What's going on, everybody? This is Daniel Harms, film analyst here at the RJR Football Channel, and what we are going to talk about today is me eating a little bit of crow, because that's what happens. We all get things wrong. We're going to revisit the 2021 second round of the Kansas City Chiefs draft and really dig into the two players, Nick Bolton and Creed Humphrey, that the Chiefs selected. But first, before we do that, make sure you hit that like, hit the bell, and the sub notification. It helps us grow. We want to get everybody in the Chiefs Kingdom community our content, the best content that we have, the best amount we can provide, and you guys can help us out by hitting that like button. Please make sure to do that, and it helps you guys, get everything that we're doing when you hit that bell and the sub. So please make sure you are accomplishing that. So round two, the Chiefs selected Nick Bolton, Creed Humphrey last year. Okay, was not a fan of the Nick Bolton pick. Okay, plain simple. I didn't think he offered much upside as an athletic tight end, an athletic linebacker, and I didn't know that, he was going to be as good as he was his rookie season. Because let me tell you what, for a guy who didn't end up playing over 50% of the snaps, but one, two, three, okay, so he played about 50% of the snaps half the time. But still, when Anthony Hitchens came back, he got his snaps cut down considerably. Like, it was very considerable, towards 35%. 28%, 29%, 44%, 39%, 44%. We're talking even in the playoffs, 50% of the snaps, period. Like, that's what he was playing. He was an extremely impactful player. When you're able to get 83 tackles on the season, he only had 6 missed tackles, a 4.9% missed tackle percentage. That's impressive for a rookie. Like, and even early on, he was missing some tackles, and then near to the end of the season, he wasn't missing nearly any tackles. That's very, very impressive from a tackling standpoint. He wasn't the most blitz heavy, which is more on Steve Spagnuolo, but again, creating 10 pressures last year on his limited snaps on third downs. He wasn't the best in coverage, but that's kind of what we expected coming into this NFL season. Your first season, you're still not the best side to side, but again, getting to your spots better by the end of the season and really showing that he's got some true potential as that green dot in this Chiefs defense. Now you have him compared with Willie Gay. You're hoping Leo Chanel can be something more explosive. There's a couple other linebackers on the roster you're hoping take some steps in that coverage aspect, but a guy who you trust to run the defense, Nick Bolton was everything about that last year, and I 100%, while I hold the fact that I don't think that he's going to be a very great coverage linebacker, there is absolutely no questions in my mind that he is going to be a hugely impactful player whenever he's on the field, no matter what he's doing, whether he's tackling, whether he's blitzing, whether he's getting stops. He had 44 stops last year. That was very impressive for a rookie. Again, that's just what he's able to do. Come in, play fast, play downhill, and do what you do best. The Chiefs had him do exactly what he does best, and it showed. I'm so happy to be wrong about that kind of stuff. Like, I know that I get a lot of crap for not liking that pick, and I'm hoping that it works out for George Karlaftis, because I didn't like that pick either. But again, that's what I hope for. I never want these guys to be bad. Sometimes we have evaluations and we go through them. So that's what I wanted to do here today, is go back through, talk a little bit about Nick Bolton specifically off the top, why I was wrong, which I was. Granted, I think that he's going to take some time to get at least more comfortable in his zone drops, which is all you can ask for. But I was definitely wrong about the impactfulness that he would have as a rookie, because he was, by my money, the best linebacker on the Chiefs roster last year, even with Willie Gay there and the impact that he had. I don't think that you could get as far as you did without Nick Bolton's coming in and playing much, much better than any rookie had to up until that point in Kansas City. So such a hat tip for Nick Bolton being able to come in, do what he did. Again, continued to get comfortable, showed his speed, his tackling ability. It's going to be so vastly important to the Chiefs defense that these young players look up to Nick Bolton and how he was able to tackle and come downhill, especially against guys like Derrick Henry. I never forget that game, what he did in that game against Derrick Henry. So impressive. I can't wait to see what he continues to do and how he can continue to grow in the NFL. So that was the first off. I was wrong about Nick Bolton. There you go. You guys have it. You can put it down. You can write it, whatever you want to. I was wrong. Creed Humphrey. This man is otherworldly. I knew he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be this good. A 1.3% pressure rate allowed last year. 1.3. Best in the NFL. Oh, second best in the NFL. Rodney Hudson had a 1.0. Sorry. Second in front of Corey Linsley, who had a 1.4. We're talking about really, really, really good players. Okay. He was a second round pick last year. Pressure rate, 1.3%. He also only had, this is insane. He's one of 3 players last year to have a blown run block rate and a blown pass block rate less than 1%. Less than 1% on blown run blocks and blown pass blocks. It's absurd how good he was, scheme fit, and how technically sound his brain was. That's the one thing that I knew. He was coming out of Oklahoma, calling it all the plays and really getting everything lined up for his offensive line was going to help him so dramatically much. I didn't know it was going to be this much. I thought he was going to have to lean on some of these older guys early, but then they drafted Trey Smith and started him right next to him. So they knew and they were comfortable with him being the leader of that offensive line. Extremely impressive things from him. And let's just kind of take a look at some of his pressures allowed. Like he had 10 pressures are allowed on the whole season. That's it. 10 pressures. Ridiculous. 8 hurries, only 1 hit, 1 sack. Like there's just a level of unspokenness. Like I can't believe how good Creed Humphrey was. And then PFF has their own created stat for offensive linemen. Let me find it really quick here. It's called pass blocking efficiency, a PFF signature stat measuring pressure allowed on a per snap basis with weight toward sacks allowed. Okay, so basically we're measuring him how good he is on a per snap basis. That's it. So every time you allow a sack, your efficiency, your play effectiveness goes down. 99.3% out of 100. The whole season, he had 1, 2, 3. He had 4 games where he was below a 99% in that. And those games were a 97, 98, and a 98, and a 98. Like, it's not like he was insanely bad either. He was just that good. And just incredible. Obviously playing over 1,000 snaps last year, never missed a game. Whew. These 2 solid selections from Brett Veach in the second round last year not only are going to catapult them into discussions for having young, really, really good defenses and offense, it's shown that Brett Veach has grown as a evaluator. Obviously, he's done a very good job doing his own homework and seeing how last year he made the trade to get Orlando Brown to also acquire that second round pick from the Baltimore Ravens to land Creed Humphrey and or Nick Bolton. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but you solidify your offensive line in 2 ways when you take that second round pick that you got back with Orlando Brown and you combine it with like a Creed Humphrey. Like that's perfect. It's perfect analyzation. It's perfect complementary planning. Like I can't stress enough how important that is. So this next round of draft picks that we're going to see, the Chiefs had 2 first round picks, 2 second round picks, 2 third round picks. 2 second and 2 and a third maybe. I don't remember. It was something like that. So we're going to see how the Chiefs trading away Tyreek Hill is going to impact them in the future. What starters did they get with the trades that they made with the Tyreek Hill trade? How did they circumvent their draft in 2022 to be able to fit their plans forward? We assume that they drafted 3 or 4 starters in the first 2 days. That holds true. This is going to be a very young, it's going to be very impactful, it's going to be a very effective team. Now, Creed Humphrey and Nick Bolton's going to have a chance to pretty much play every down this year, okay? That's where his next step comes in because while he was still on the field quite a bit last year, his as a rookie, his snaps percentages were down when Anthony Hitchens was there. He's going to be the guy now, okay? Now he's going to take everything that he learned last year, everything that Anthony Hitchens taught him to help him line up. He's going to have to apply it to young players as well on his side. This is the important part, as well as Nick Bolton played and can play and probably will play this year. Lining everybody up and continuing to get this defense in positions to succeed is how he's going to be measured. It's not going to be how effective he is on third downs and in passing situations, because that's not his strength. It's going to be how do you line everybody up around you to succeed in those positions when you are now on the field in those key moments. So I'm excited to see how he takes that step forward. This offensive line under Creed Humphrey, what are they going to do in their second year, their second full year, and getting that chemistry down once again? Are they going to have a new right tackle this year? We're going to see. But one thing's for certain, Nick Bolton and Creed Humphrey are the center of both of their sides of the field. Nick Bolton calling plays, Creed Humphrey calling out the shots and calling out the blitzes, lining up protections, helping Patrick Mahomes succeed. They're going to be key focal points, centerpieces of this entire team going forward. They're going to get paid. I can't wait to see what Nick Bolton does this year. Take that step forward, prove me wrong even more. I want to see it. I want to hear it. Creed Humphrey, keep doing your thing. Get that all-pro this year, boy. Make sure you guys hit that like, hit the bell, and the sub notification. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for my film review on why I think Jody Fortson is going to be a huge impact player and can really unlock this Chiefs defense in different ways. Chiefs offense in different ways than we've seen previously, because they have to change. So how are they going to do it now with the healthy Jody Fortson, with the different cast of characters? Tune in for that. Make sure Thursday you watch for Seth Ryan, maybe a guest appearance by myself again for Chief in the North. But make sure you guys are tuning in to RGR every single week as we gear up for the 2022 NFL season. You guys have a great day.
Thanks for watching this video from the team at RGR Football. Click these videos to see more and subscribe to RGR Football.